really well. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Opportunities come up, possibilities, yeah, exciting stuff, and also like, I think I found a part-time job that's really in sync with my sleep rhythm. That's very important because I'm already, I'm a bit sleep deprived today, but just a little bit, I slept well enough so that I can ramble, and yeah, basically, yeah, talk. Uh, yeah, I had a really vivid dream actually, a really like concise, like one thing, and then I found something about fasting, you know, someone saying that fasting can do that it makes your dreams more vivid. It can sort of, yeah, it can do like weird stuff. And I thought that's probably it because I haven't, for some reason, I stayed up late, and I was like in between, like, oh, if I eat something now, I have to stay up way longer. That means I can't make the appointment, so I went to bed sort of hungry, but turned out had a positive effect, you know. But yeah, anyway, I sort of what came to my mind. Lots of stuff came to my mind as usual, but I had this like weird like opinions, like differing opinions, that came up in the comments, and yeah, I thought it's very important. I mean, by now I think so many YouTubers say that, but I think there's a reason. I really believe that many people don't really understand that it's very important to. It's so cool to have differing opinions and discuss that and sort of, yeah, sort of think about it without having this sort of mentality that you have to convert someone's opinion, or that's such a weird stance, and I don't want to come across as someone who does that at all, you know. But yeah, sometimes of course that happens. I have an opinion, and someone's gonna be like, no, that's a shitty opinion. No, and that's fine. You can actually say that, and sort of, or maybe don't say it like that. There are better ways to say it, and that's sort of what I want to talk about. Like, I think it's so interesting when different opposing opinions come together, and I stumbled above this, YouTube vortex again at work, or I mean, I searched into that direction because I was, wrought up in this story, in this show I was talking about, his dark materials and all the themes and stuff, and I was watching interviews and all that, and I came across this idea of panpsychism. Panpsychism. It's the belief or the theory that consciousness is that everything is conscious, basically. That really, and I mean everything, or the theory means everything. That means that, for example, I brought this today. It's a controller for a PlayStation 5. Fun fact, I don't have a PlayStation 5 because, I mean, no one has. But yeah, I got this controller as a present because it's still, sometimes I play video games and I think it's a cool controller. It does like weird things with the triggers and stuff. But yeah, whatever. So that's to the point, some people think that's a bad controller, and I can see where they're coming from. For some hands, this isn't the optimal controller. That's just how it is. Some think the Xbox controller is more comfortable. Some people enjoy keyboard and mouse, whatever, and there's a truth in all of them. And I think that's the same with all these theories and like pretty much every opinion, because there are just so many variables that come together. It's no one sees it all, But I think, yeah, we still try because it's fun and interesting, you know. And we get somewhere with that trying, you know, and with this sort of, you know, someone comes up with a theory and you know, there's hype around it, like, yeah, the multiverse, for example, is another one of these theories. Maybe it feels like there's some truth in it, but it also feels like it's not all of it, you know, it's not, yeah. I'm linking an interview that I linked the interview that I stumbled upon across with this panpsychism, where one of the interviewers said it very well, like, you know, every theory is wrong, but we find some things along the way by discussing it, and, you know, okay, what sort of clicks, what makes sense, what doesn't. And yeah, speaking of clicking, I should do a couple of these. I feel like some of these, you know, in the movies, when they don't know how to actually play a video game, you can easily tell when they don't have the thumbs on the analog sticks. They're sort of like just doing this, you know. Looks so silly. I don't get why no one tells them. It's sort of, if you put an instrument in your movie, you wouldn't give someone a guitar and he starts drumming on it, you know. It's like, what? Maybe I should do it here. No. So yeah, that comment I was talking about made perfect sense to me. Sort of, yeah, of course you will agree and disagree with certain opinions, especially when they're about big things, you know. And I think that's so interesting. That's so great. Another, you know, again, with this, I was in this vortex with this show and the books, and the author recognized that in one of his book signings, like he talked about the ideas, the book, and everything, one of these events, you know, he recognized that the audience was, I think it was 50-50, maybe it was more, yeah, whatever, but he recognized that there were a lot of atheists in the audience, but also some people that really are very religious. Like he recognized the pastor in the audience, and he loved this dynamic that sort of they can come from both ends of the spectrum, you know, people that don't believe in a god or any of that, and one that are very dedicated to that idea, and come together and like the same story and find the same ideas very interesting. I think that's so beautiful, you know. I want to see more of that and less of this sort of, you know, I'm in this camp, you're in that camp, you know, and here are my ideas. You know, I don't like your ideas. You should get rid of those and take mine. You know, they work really well. I approve of these ideas, and yeah, trust me. Just take the. Don't think about it. Just take the. What is this? This isn't leading to anywhere. You know, this is actually stupidity. You know, and I think, yeah, that as the sooner you realize that's very important to have, like, this sort of, oh, interesting, you know, tell me more about this. For example, this panpsychism. And I'll see, you know, I like this idea, I don't like that one, or I'll think about this one. I don't know, it sounds weird, but I'm gonna play around with that idea and see if I can find mistakes in it, and, you know, yeah. yeah, play around with it, because I mean, yeah, I get the reflex sometimes, because especially when it's about big ideas like consciousness or stuff like that, or love, all of that is tangled up. People have very, personal. It's very personal. It can be very. Sometimes people get out of really, really bad times by believing in something, finding faith or whatever, or they figured something out and they live by that, and then someone comes in and challenges that. That's not always, I get it. It's tough sometimes. That can be tough, but still, I think you should always be sort of, yeah, okay. I'll listen to that idea. I don't have to take it on, and as soon as when both parties understand that, I think really better ideas can grow out of that, Yeah, so just like this panpsychism thing, I reacted a bit, my first reaction was, this is weird, what do you mean everything's conscious? Do you mean this controller here is conscious? And, yeah, that's basically what it means. And then I thought, like, but this controller doesn't have feelings, really, it cannot think, But the more, I thought, okay, let's really take this idea on. I mean, this theory got pretty big. I want to hear the good arguments for it, like really get into it. And I found some really great stuff in it. Like, it's sort of, like that's the one of the arguments was that, okay, this is a man-made thing. And it has a form, and that's something you can't find in nature. Therefore, when you see it, it does something different with your consciousness. It has a weird shape. Maybe you get inspired by it, or yeah, maybe hey, this feels really fun. This is fun. This is fun. Now that does something with your consciousness. It reacts to that. I can get into it that way, I can sort of understand it from that perspective, I guess. And yeah, I'm still playing around with that idea, but I thought it's a good example of, because yeah, again, I'm gonna link this interview. One of the interviewers said that actually, yeah, that's the weakest argument, is probably against panpsychism, is probably this. No, this is weird. What do you mean? A spoon is conscious. This corn of sand is conscious. What? But in a way, the more you think about it, it's an elegant way to. It's elegant. It doesn't. Yeah, it gets you thinking. It's sort of. Yeah, it's an interesting. I don't know. I guess it's sort of like. Is it like a video game? Like you. I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's a different point of view, and interesting. I could maybe learn something from that point of view. I don't have to stay there. I can still look around. Maybe I like other theories more, but yeah, I think that's really healthy to do. It does feel fun, to me at least. Although I have to say, I think I'm one of the persons that like the ergonomics of the Xbox controller a bit more. Also, it's just a bit, it's I don't know. It seems, yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, whatever. Opinions. I see like real ignorance in the comments, I'm just gonna mute that or block it or remove it. I want it to be, yeah. It's funny as a viewer. I remember channels saying that were upset with people that were kind of hecklers or trolls in the comment section, and I always thought like whatever, don't care about this stuff. But now that I sort of have a comment section, it's important to me as well. I want that to be a place where people can exchange ideas in goodwill and sort of talk about the ideas I presented and think about it sometimes, or maybe not, or whatever you want to do, but in a good spirit, in a good spirited conversations, or I hesitate to call it conversations in the comment sections because it's different, you don't see the person, it's difficult to judge where they're coming from because of that, but you can do it. You can use emojis, or be eloquent and thoughtful about the use of your words, Oh, noted. Yeah. Or is tapping good? Yeah. So exchange ideas and try to, it's important to put yourself in the position of someone else, and but I guess, it has its limits, because if someone doesn't also meet you halfway, it can be frustrating and drain. It can be draining. It drains your energy, and then just it's better to just whatever. Like I said, if people in my comment sections are really like gung ho on trolling and heckling, I'm just gonna you can have fun with that to a certain degree, but you still have to know when to stop and just how to make it fun, and whatever. You get the point. I know what you're I know what you're thinking. It's the same I thought. Why are you bothering with that? Whatever. We don't care. We just dislike it and ignore it, and But still, I wanted to say that because I see it in a lot of different things. Just in the world in general, it's very, I think that's why so many people say this, to be respectful of other opinions, to try to see, that people are constantly pointing it out also, like, it's just my opinion, but I think that's because so many people don't get it, that, how this works, and you can have a really, sometimes a conversation or an argument gets riled up and it gets a bit heated, and that's okay also, as long as you don't cross a certain line, and you feel that, you just feel it when it's just like, oh, so this isn't really, you're not ready at all to step into my point of view, so okay, then we can't have, then that's a conversation closer, that's the end of that. So let's converse. Let's sort of spark our imagination, our consciousness up. That's also a fun thing to, that's what the author says. Like, sort of, that's what consciousness. And I agree with that, or with conversation, with stuff we do as humans, be it art or, work in general, creating buildings, whatever we do, we sort of create these things that get us forward, and sort of that seems to be the thing we do as humans. We create more consciousness. In a way. So think about it. And tell me your point of view. I'm interested. So, alright. See you in the next one. And I'm gonna, as I said, updates coming in and lots of stuff to talk about, hopefully. But definitely about something. I mean, there's always stuff